Hey guys, BSG bringing you another Grand Cross video. In this video, we're going to be going over Festival King and how to gear him. So Festival King is probably the best festival unit in the game. I don't think that's really up for much debate. He is really good, like really strong, powerful, etc, etc. There's a couple ways you could actually go about building him because he's used for various different pieces of content. Not only is he good in PvP, but he's really good in PvE as well. So there's just different areas that you could use him in and different builds that will benefit him, you know, separate from the ones that you may use. So let's just go off his information, right? Let's just start off with his information. So Fairy King, Full Grown Wings King, whatever you want to call him, he is a very powerful character. Just look at his substats. His substats are insane. Now, his crit damage is being helped by the gear I have, so this is not like his base crit damage, but regardless, it's still very high. Like it is insanely high, you know, crit damage. So his skills, he has an AoE power strike, which in itself is very good, right? AoE power strike. Then he has an AoE sever as well, and then his ultimate is an AoE ult, which removes debuffs from allies and buffs from enemies, and for each buff removed, he increases damage taken by enemies whose buffs were removed by you know, a certain percentage depending on whatever ultimate level you have him at. For me, it's 2% out of what, 40% is the max, because I have him 1 out of 6. So he's gonna do 2%, which isn't that big, and then he's gonna inflict 400% of damage on all enemies. So it's a really good ult. I think it's one of the best ults in the game, honestly, for when you're facing off against units that buff themselves like Margaret or Bond. It's a really powerful effect, a really powerful effect. And then his passive. So his passive is very good. So whenever he uses a skill, he increases damage dealt to enemies by 30%. Then he creates a barrier around allies equal to 15% of damage dealt for 1 turn, and then he decreases damage taken by 100% and increases damage dealt by 25%. So he's very good. Like, he is very good. He's a strong DPS character. He's literally meant to wipe the entire field. Like, that's why they made this unit. So whenever the counter to him comes out, we're gonna see how powerful that counter is. I'm very scared to see that. But this part of his passive right here, so decreases damage taken by 100%. This is just talking about base damage, right? It's not talking about you know, like pierce, charge, what's another one that's really common, shatter maybe, right? It's not talking about that. It's just talking about base damage. So if you have a, you know, if you face someone who's using, I don't know, let's say, who's a good unit that uses just base damage? I don't know, Red Derriere for some reason, right? Red Derriere's attack card has no, like, literally has nothing on it. It's just a base attack card. So it's not going to do too much damage. Whereas if you use someone like Omega Rugal, who can actually penetrate through the barrier pretty much in one hit if you use him right, it's very powerful. But yeah, so that's his kit. Very good stats, very good kit overall. Again, pretty much #1 festival unit in the game, and it's not even because of the fact that he's an Omega busted AoE DPS, right? His substats, man, his substats are crazy. Like 104% crit chance, over 200% crit damage with the crit chance going that high. Sever, his defensive related stats, it's insane. Like, it's actually crazy. A 22% lifesteal. Like, this unit is really strong. Like, I don't know what they were thinking at Netmarble, but he is really strong. So here's the equipment that I have on him now. I have attack and crit damage with a crit damage roll. So I got to get this one up, but basically like 12% maximum for the crit damage rolls, just to give him a little extra attack on his, you know, on his crit damage. Then we also have the crit damage gear itself, which is giving us an extra 20% crit damage overall. So he's very strong. This is the build I use pretty much for, like, you know, PvE content. If you're really trying to optimize the damage on Festival King, you're gonna want to use attack and crit damage for sure, because that is pretty much how he's gonna do his maximum attack output. Now, a lot of people probably could go HP and crit damage as well. That's not bad at all. You could do that, right? You could mix it up. So for example, I could you know, take these off right here. Let me take them off. Then I could change it. Let's go to king, give him this, and then, you know, I could give him this, and then you could do this as well. It's not a bad build. Like, it could actually be beneficial to you, right, having HP and crit damage, because not only do you have the HP, but you also have the crit damage as well. Now for his HP and defense set, you want to just go like pure, ooh, I gotta work on these rolls. You want to just go pure what is it, sub rolls attack. You don't want to do it like crit damage or anything like that for his HP and defense. So if you're doing HP and crit damage, it's up to you to decide what your rolls are going to be. Like, you could go maybe full crit damage or crit chance or whatever the case may be. I don't think he needs crit chance because he has sever, but it's up to you guys. But yeah, you could do that, and then here you go. Like, you can see that he's at 59k. Well, for me, because, you know, I have cosmetics as well, so he's at 59k. But again, if you want to CC so you could go first all the time, this is pretty much his best bet, like his best set and your best bet, right, to go ahead and give him HP and defense. Now again, my rolls are horrible, like they are horrible, and he's literally he's at 60k. Like, his CC, these units that are gonna come out now are gonna have so much CC. Let me just put this in perspective, right? My king CC being at 60k without good gear, right? Because you see the rolls, right? You see the rolls. They're terrible. They're absolute dog water, right? My king's CC is literally comparable to my Ludo with gear, and I'm not kidding. Like he's literally comparable to my Ludo with gear. If I 15% every equipment for king, he's gonna surpass Ludo, especially if I, you know, enhance his, you know, cosmetics as well. Like Ludo's gonna be surpassed. Like, I know Ludo's not the best example of this, but I pretty much I did max out everything on Ludo, right? So the power of these units that are coming out nowadays is it's disgusting. Like, it literally makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Like, it's that bad. They're just on a whole nother level, man. They're literally just on a whole nother level. Like, my Ludo's maxed out pretty much on everything. King is barely maxed out on cosmetics. It's just insane. Like, the power creep is here. Like, this is power creep. A lot of people like to say about skills and stuff. No, substats being as high as they are, that's power creep. That is very, very much power creep. But yeah, so those are his pretty much these two, like HP and defense, attack and crit damage. You could go HP and crit damage as well. It's up to you, but I would say these two are primarily the ones you want to use. Again, HP and crit damage is up to you. That's pretty much just up to you. You know, if you want to get some output and damage in CC, then you're good. But like, if you just want to go pure damage, raw damage with King, then attack and crit damage is the way to go, because he's gonna do so much damage, man. Like, he's literally gonna do insane amount of damage. But all right, I might as well take him into PvP matches, show off his, you know, his crit damage, attack and crit damage, even though I made a PvP video on it literally 3 hours ago from when I'm recording this video. I have no, like, I'm running on no sleep. But yeah, we can go ahead and do it. A little sneak peek to a team I'm gonna try and use to counter him. Let's do King. And also his team setup. So this is pretty much his best team setup, with Gowther and Zeldris on the back. This is just going to be his, you know, his optimal overall good setup. It's not even close, I don't think. But we'll see. We'll see how people are looking. So where is Ludo? We can give Keo Ludo's gear. Boom, boom, boom. I do need to make a UR gear for Keo as well. So let's go ahead and let's just go right into it. I'm telling you, man, King is different. He's a different breed. I don't know what they were thinking with this King. He's different, right? I mean, you guys seen it. It's just very, very powerful unit. So let's go ahead and let's just, if we go first, right? That is one thing to, you know, take note. We need to go first, and we did. So if the opponent doesn't quit right off the bat, we pretty much won. Like, we literally pretty much won. So all right. Boom, boom. So then watch this. And this is with attack and crit damage, right? I'm pretty sure he's dead here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he did live. If anything, his Gowther probably lives. Let's see. Okay, he did live. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because guess what? We are going to literally slaughter him next turn. He won't be able to break through the shield, I don't think. And like I said, King's shield is very strong. Like, it is very, very strong. But his shield only really reduces base damage. Like, you see cards like this, like his Sever card right there, it is actually going to pretty much destroy the shield, if you give it a chance. But same thing that goes for me, right? I don't know how I did, but I drew another 2 cards for King, right? So we're gonna literally rip through it. And also, you do have to do damage. Keep that in mind. You also have to do damage when you do his skills, because if not, his shield is not gonna be strong. But that was game, set, and match right there. Like, that literally checkmate. King is just, he's insane. Like, he's actually insane. But all right, now I'm gonna use HP and defense. HP and defense, like I said, for CC is, his optimal set. But you can switch it up. If you want my honest opinion, I'm pretty sure HP and defense will be good for you. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't really think that it's going to be the craziest thing in the world if you have crit, HP and defense over crit damage set, right? I think it's going to be the absolute craziest thing. Is it better for damage on attack and crit damage? Of course, but for HP, like for CC wise, like, I mean, but if you're not facing a sweaty, blubbery whale, you're fine. Like, you're actually fine. Now, we're not gonna do as much damage as we did on the last, the last match, but we should still do some pretty overall solid damage. So let's see what he does here. Like I said, we're not gonna do as much. Yeah, see, you can definitely tell the difference between the the attack and crit damage versus the HP and defense for sure. But again, I genuinely don't think it matters because of the fact of how strong King is. They love giving me KO cards, bro. They absolutely love giving me KO cards. But yeah, so King on an HP and defense set is probably, for most people, gonna be the way to go first, because you kind of need to. Okay, so he's gonna rank up into a rank 3, and he's gonna break through the shield with, I was gonna say with ease, but he didn't really break through it that easily. But his shield is going to be bulky. So let's see if we can stop King in his tracks. All right. We do want to try and stop King from doing damage. Wow, wow. Okay, we incinerated the shield on King. Oh my god, bro. He's filthy. Oh, also, that is one thing to know. I'm glad that happened. If you kill King, the shield goes away. So if you actually do end up killing him, the shield does go away, and it's pretty much pointless from there on out, right? Because at that point the other units on the team are going to get absolutely decimated if King dies and the shield goes away. So do keep that in mind, right? So that was it. That is how to gear Fairy King, Chad King, whatever you want to call him. Leave a like if you did benefit from this video, and if you enjoyed it, comment below what gear set you're gonna run for King. Are you gonna run attack and crit, HP and crit, HP and defense? Let me know. Subscribe if you love Grand Cross content, and as always, you guys already know, I will see you all next time.